Welcome to our Season 9 reunion. I'm the show's creator and your reunion host, Carlos King.
If you've been following Love Marriage Huntsville, you already know the drama never takes a break. But here's the shocking part. Right now, the show itself actually is on pause. Fans everywhere are buzzing because the series won't be back until November. Yes, you heard that right, November. Now, before you roll your eyes, let me say this. There's a lot to unpack. We're going to break down why this break is happening, what it means for the cast, and how it could reshape the entire franchise. And trust me, you don't want to miss the details. Stick with me until the end, because I'll explain not just the filming schedule, but also the messy storylines and behind-the-scenes drama that may have forced this pause. So let's start with the obvious question. Why is Love and Marriage Huntsville on hold until November? The viewers are not happy. Most people want consistency once a season begins. They want to tune in every week, see fresh episodes, and stay locked into the storyline. Instead, we're only 8 or 9 episodes deep, and suddenly there's a long gap. Fans are scratching their heads about how Carlos King and the production team are handling things. Usually, reality shows run straight through. But this season, Huntsville is being chopped into parts. That decision alone has sparked rumors. People wonder if there's behind-the-scenes chaos, if the drama on screen isn't strong enough, or if the production team is struggling to keep the storylines exciting. And here's the thing. If the show already feels like it's dragging after 8 episodes, that's a problem. Longtime fans have even said it doesn't feel the same as before. The early seasons had a balance: business moves, growth, family life, and yes, some drama, but it wasn't constant chaos. Now, a few cast members are carrying the whole series, while others keep repeating the same tired stories. That's why this break feels so odd. It's like production slammed the brakes to figure out how to keep viewers interested. Let's start with the man at the center of so much drama, Martell Holt. From day one, Martell has brought chaos, but not the kind that makes fans excited. His messy relationship with Ariane Curry destroyed his marriage to Melody Shari, and years later, he still hasn't moved on. Martell seems stuck in the same loop. Instead of growing, he repeats the same mistakes. Fans have noticed, and they're tired of it. They're asking, what else can he bring to the table? Nobody wants to sit through 5 more seasons of him stringing Ariana along. Speaking of Ariane, her name keeps coming up even though she isn't an official cast member. She hangs around Martell like a shadow, and fans are fed up. There have even been rumors she might join the cast. But let's be real, most viewers say they'll stop watching if that happens. People don't see her as a positive addition. They see her as the reason Martell fell so far. If his only storyline is tied to her, that's a dangerous sign for the show. Now, let's talk about Melody Shari. If Martell is stuck in the past, Melody is the complete opposite. She's moving forward with grace and determination. She's raising her kids, running her businesses, creating music, and showing her fans what true growth looks like. Viewers love her for it. She's proof that you can turn heartbreak into strength. She's become an inspiration, showing people you can build something new even after a painful ending. That's why people are saying Melody deserves her own show. Imagine it. Her kids, her businesses, her music, her brand, she's already shining on her own, and if she branches off, it could completely change Huntsville. Fans want to see that contrast, Melody thriving while Martell remains stuck. And honestly, a Melody spinoff could be the very thing that saves the entire franchise. Now, let's circle back to this long pause. Since the news broke, social media has exploded with reactions. People are asking, why wait months for a show that already feels like it's losing steam? And that's a fair question. Reality TV works best when the momentum keeps going. You want the drama to unfold week after week, keeping people glued to their screens. But if you stop in the middle, interest fades. That's what's happening here. Some fans are already saying they won't come back in November. That's dangerous for a show that critics say has gotten too repetitive. Same fights, same accusations, same cast patterns. Adding a mid-season break only highlights those problems. But here's another theory. Maybe Carlos King is stretching out the season. If the footage isn't strong enough to carry a full run, splitting it into parts could buy time. That might make sense from a production angle, but it risks turning fans off. Viewers can spot filler episodes and fake drama a mile away. If the break is just to drag things out, it could backfire badly. Another possibility? Producers could be reshaping the storylines during this break. Maybe they're cutting weak plots, rearranging events, or focusing on stronger cast members like Melody, Kimmi, Stormy, and Latisha. And then there's the money factor. Cast members sometimes use contract negotiations to demand higher pay, more control, or better terms. Could this pause be connected to behind-the-scenes deals? It wouldn't be the first time a reality show slowed down over contracts. We can't ignore the audience because they hold the real power. Fans have been outspoken on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. The majority of comments are angry. One fan wrote, "We've been waiting for real growth and real stories, but all we get is recycled drama. Now you expect us to wait until November? No thanks." Another posted, "If this show doesn't come back with something fresh, I'm done." Those aren't just complaints, they're warnings. If enough people stop watching, the entire series could be in danger. And that's the irony. When the show first launched, it stood out because it highlighted successful Black couples building businesses, raising families, and facing real-life challenges. That mix of excellence and authenticity is what pulled viewers in. But over time, it shifted into nothing but betrayal and conflict. Drama is fine, but it can't be the only ingredient. Without balance, the show loses its spark. This break could be a blessing in disguise. If the producers use it to reset, they could bring back that original balance of ambition, family, and drama. But if November rolls around with the same old problems, it might mark the beginning of the end. This break isn't just a scheduling issue, it's a turning point. The producers have to decide what they want this show to represent moving forward. Do they keep circling around tired drama? Or do they bring back the themes of growth and excellence that made Huntsville special? Fans have made their wishes clear. The choice is now in the hands of Carlos King and ON. And here's the bigger picture. Could this break also be a test for the Love and Marriage franchise as a whole? Huntsville isn't the only city in the lineup. If this show falters, could OWN pivot towards spin-offs or new casts altogether? It all depends on what happens in November. At the end of the day, this mid-season break is about more than timing. It's about trust. Fans notice when things don't add up. They notice when Carlos King denies rumors only for the network to confirm them later. That damages credibility. The numbers don't lie either. Huntsville used to pull nearly 500,000 viewers. Now it hovers closer to 200,000. Yes, people are still watching, but the momentum is slipping. ON is paying attention, Carlos King is paying attention, and the cast feels the pressure. This November return will reveal everything. Will Ariane finally step on screen? Will Martell reinvent himself or fall harder? Will Marsau remain the breakout voice while Latisha fades? Will Kimmi and Maurice stay relevant? And most importantly, will Melody Shari ever come back? Or has she moved on for good? The truth is, we don't know yet. But what we do know is this. When November comes, the future of Love and Marriage Huntsville will be on the line. So now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the show can survive without Melody? Do you believe Carlos King is hiding the real reason for the break? And would you keep watching if Ariane Curry joins the cast? And that wraps up today's deep dive into Love and Marriage Huntsville. The November break has left fans with more questions than answers, and the future of the show feels uncertain. Will the cast deliver fresh stories, or will we see more of the same? Only time will tell. I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think the show can bounce back, or has it already peaked? Drop your comments below. Let's start a conversation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because the drama is only just beginning and you won't want to miss it.